Yep.
Can you hear me?
Ja.
Okay. Okay, so ons gaan kyk na leidende bedrywende vorm. Julle sal sien ek het 'n studiegids vir julle gedeel op Google Classroom. I'm still busy compiling the study guide, but I'm going to use a section here that I'm very familiar with. Okay, so leidende bedrywende vorm is nie so moeilik nie. As jy weet waarvoor om te kyk, dan is dit eintlik baie maklik. So in its simplest form, what you need to do is you're going to change the object and the subject. In its simplest form, that's what you're doing. Ons het 3 formules en jy met hierdie formules moet jy uit jou kop uit ken. You have to know them off by heart. So elke jaar doen ons dit en I check that you know it off by heart, because if you know this little block here off by heart, then you will not have a problem with this at all. So, in die teenwoordige tyd is dit object word deur subject geverb. Forget about time and manner and place. Object word deur subject geverb. Object word deur subject geverb. Object word deur subject geverb. And you are going to say this 57 times until you can remember it. Object word deur subject geverb. Object word deur subject geverb. So in die teenwoordige tyd is word net na die object. Can you see? Word. And all of them gets a verb that you could also see. And all of them, time and manner will be in the third position. And usually when I'm in class now, I will show you my middle finger, because that's how you remember it. Object, word, tyd, manier, middle finger, deur subject, place, verb. Okay, so, teenwoordige tyd is word net na die object. In die toekomende tyd is word aan die einde. Word is aan die einde. En in die verlede tyd is daar nie 'n word nie. So, present tense, word is in the front. Future tense, word is at the back. And past tense doesn't get a word. Okay. Object sal deur subject geverb word. Object sal deur subject geverb word. Object sal deur subject geverb word. So now while we're here, it doesn't matter what auxiliary verb they give you. You are going to use that verb one that they gave you in the sentence. You're going to use that, and you are going to substitute here in sal, in the place of sal. Please, all of you, if there's something that you want to ask me, please stop me and ask, because you are representing many other learners who will have the same questions. Okay, so object sal deur subject geverb word, and no matter what they give you in a sentence, if they give you gaan, you're going to use gaan in the place of sal. If they give you moet, then you're going to use moet in the place of sal. Whatever they give you, you're going to stick to that helping verb or that auxiliary verb and replace it with sal. Okay. En dan verlede tyd is a funny one, because traditionally in verlede tyd we use the word het, but here, as you can see, we use the word is. So for every het, you change it to is. Whenever you find het, you change it to is, which is very ironic. So usually if we do this in class, while we learn the formulas, when we do the past tense, we would walk backwards. Backwards represent the past tense, going back, but also it's very ironic. It's actually funny. You will see if, and some of you were in my class when we did it. Usually the learners laugh and they're not sure how to walk, and it's you just feel so unsure. And that's to show how ironic it is that we swap the het for a is in leidende vorm. So, if I'm going to quickly go over it again. Teenwoordige tyd, object word deur subject geverb, word is in the front, and you will see as a geverb. Toekomende tyd, you will see as we move on, no matter what auxiliary verb they give you, except for het, all the other auxiliary verbs take the toekomende tyd formula. Objek sal deur subjek geverb word. Word agterback. In verlede tyd is the funny one. We swap the het for a is. Object is deur subject geverb. It's also funny or different from all the others because it doesn't have a word, as you can see. Object is deur subject geverb. Object is deur subject geverb. Okay. Any questions so far?
All good, mevrou.
Dankie. I smell soap. It smells so lovely. Okay. Hier sê ek vir jou by punt 2, maak nie saak wat se help verb jy kry nie. Wil, wou, kan, kon, moet, moes, gaan. All of them are treated as if it's future tense because they all take the future tense formula. All of them. The only one that doesn't take the future tense formula is what? Het. Het change to is. Okay. Nou wys ek daar vir jou. Sally kan die bal skop. So kan is the auxiliary verb that they gave you. We're going to stick to the same formula, but we're going to substitute the sal for kan. So object kan deur subject geverb word. And now if I have object kan deur subject geverb word, ek gaan dit gou hier tik. Object kan deur subject geverb word. That's my formula that I need to know out of my head. And without looking at the answer, I know the subject is going to be in the front, eh? So Sally is my subject. So I'm going to put Sally in here for the subject. So the subject is going to be the person who's going to perform the action. That's how you test it. Who's performing the action? The thing or the person that's going to change because of the action will be your object. And the action will be your verb or verbs. So here, the verbs is kan en skop, né? Okay, so now if I start with my sentence and I'm looking for the object and I ask myself, the object that's the thing that should change because of the action. Sally kan die bal skop. What is going to change? Die bal, né? Because it's going to be kicked. So dan gaan ek sê die bal. I'm going to start with die bal. I'm going to substitute die bal here in the onderwerp. Let me do it. Die bal. And I'm going to take that out. Kan is already there in the place of sal, né? Kan deur. Now, what is my subject? Sally. Sally, verb. Wat is my verb? What's my verb? Skop. So, skop. And there's my sentence. Die bal kan deur Sally geskop word. Easy, né? Very easy. So that's why I'm saying it's crucial that you know the formulas because you're merely going to substitute the words of the sentence in this formula. Okay. So now if I have a sentence that contains a pronoun as the subject. So where is the subject typically in Stompie? Right in the front. So if I have a pronoun as a subject, I will have to change it. It's the same in English. If I say, he kicked the ball, I'm not going to say the ball was kicked by he. I'm going to say the ball was kicked by him. So it's exactly the same as in English. So jy is going to change to jou, ek is going to change to my, hy to hom, sy to haar. Okay, it's not a lot to learn. Sy het die toebroodjie geëet. I need to change that spelling there. Sy het 'n toebroodjie geëet. Okay. Don't look at the answer yet. What can you see, Georgie? What can you see in that sentence that's going to give you information immediately about the tense? What can you see?
Say changes to haar.
Okay. The tense, if you look at the sentence, what's the tense?
Past tense.
Okay, and I have the word. What past tense word?
Het.
Which is very ironic because in the past tense for lydende vorm, het is going to change to what?
Is.
Yeah, which is very strange.
Hmm.
Okay. So, sy het 'n toebroodjie geëet. 'n Toebroodjie is deur haar geëet. So if I go back to this, I can say there, see there, sy changed to haar. Can you see in the sentence? Can you see sy changed to haar? Okay. Only if it is the subject. Goed, kom ons kyk na die volgende een. Die volgende een is command sentences of bevel sentences. So a command sentence is going to be where you ask someone to do something or command someone. And the thing that we're going to use here is the word moet is going to be in the place of verb 1. So moet is also a help verb, né? Like kan en gaan en so moet is one of them. So eet jou brood. Eet jou brood. Jou brood moet geëet word. Eet jou brood moet geëet word. If I go back to the present tense here, then you see that eet jou brood moet geëet word. There. So I'm pointing to the toekomende tyd because remember what I told you? Any auxiliary verb that they give you, well, they didn't give you this one, but it's a bevelsin, but you know it must be moet. But they all take the future tense formula. Okay. So also, if it's a bevel sentence, I'm going to use goed, eet jou brood moet geëet word. As ek vir jou sê, Alana, slaan jou boetie. Slaan jou boetie. Wat gaan dit wees? Slaan jou boetie. Alana, as jy nog hier. As jy
I'm here.
skaam is.
I'm here.
Okay, sê, slaan jou boetie.
Jou boetie moet geslaan word.
Mooi. Jou boetie moet geslaan word. Pragtig. Okay. Now, family, friends, colleagues. If we have a sentence without an object, in other words, we have a subject, someone's going to perform an action, but there's not going to be something that's going to change because of the action. So, I slop, say slop, say eat, any of those shorter sentences. It can also be a longer sentence where you just can't find the thing that's going to change because of the action. Then we are going to use, in the place of the object, we're going to use the word daar. It is actually so. I'm going to change this example because this is not a very nice example. Maar sy hardloop soggens om die veld. She's running around the field in the morning. Jy sal sien dat hier is nie 'n object in hierdie sin nie. So. Nou gaan ek sê in die plek van die object gaan ek sê daar. If I look at the sentence, which tense is it? Sy hardloop soggens. Which tense is it?
Present.
Present tense. So if I go to my present tense formula, what does it say? Object word deur subject gewerb. So present tense word is voor. Object, I'm going to type it here. Object word deur subject gewerb. Okay, and remember, time and place is in the third position, the middle finger. En dan die place, Stom. Time and manner is in die derde posisie. En place is going to be after subject. Okay. So, sy hardloop soggens om die veld. So, sy is what? My subject, because it's in the front of the sentence. Hardloop is going to be my verb.
Verb.
Soggens is in the morning. Wat is soggens?
Some. No.
Wat is soggens? Time. Mooi. Time. So time gaan waar kom? In the third position. En wat is om die veld?
The place. The place?
Okay, ja. Time, stompie. Okay, kom ons kyk. So, object word time deur subject place geverb. So, wat is die object daar? What is the object? There's no object. So, I'm going to use the word daar. Nee? Daar word. And now, what is the time? What is the time?
Soggens.
Soggens. Deur die subject. What's die subject?
Haar.
Okay, so the subject is saying I have to change it to haar. And then,
Om
wat is
die
die
veld.
plek? Om die veld.
Gehardloop.
O, wag. Ek kon net daar sien, ek is 'n fout. Om en gewerb gehardloop. Is dit maklik, graad 11s? Baie maklik dink ek, nê. Daar's nog 'n voorbeeld. Hy loop daagliks op die strand. Daar word daagliks is again a what word? Daily. Time. Deur hom op die strand geloop. Op die strand is weer 'n plekwoord. Okay. I just want to see how much I still have to do. Not a lot. Okay, kom ons kyk na vrae in die teenwoordige tyd. So I'm going to make it simplify it a little more than what it's here. So basically, if you ask a question and the question needs to be written in the Lydende vorm, you are going to keep your question word in the front and you are going to keep verb 1. Unless the sentence is in the present tense, then there's not necessarily going to be a helping verb in the verb 1 position. Ne? As ek byvoorbeeld sê, hy hardloop om die strand. Of nee, hoekom hardloop hy om die strand? Of actually, kom ons vat hierdie sin. Hoekom eet die seun nie sy kos nie? So you're going to keep hoekom, and in all the other sentences, you're going to use the auxiliary verb, whatever they give you here. You're going to keep it. But if it's in the present tense, then you're going to have a proper verb here. Can you see? So in the place of the verb 1, I will have to use the word word now. Nee? All the other sentences, all the other tenses, I'm going to keep my first 2 words. I'm going to keep the first 2 words, except there's one, but I'll explain the one later. Goed. Hoekom eet die seun nie sy kos nie? As ek sê, waar hardloop die man? Okay. Lexie, probeer gou. Waar hardloop die man?
Okay.
No, wait, it's wrong. Wait. Okay, no, it's right. Okay, waar?
So, waar?
Ja, and then?
I'm just looking here. Waar word?
Ja. Do we have an object there? Luister, waar word? Is there an object?
Die man.
No.
Oh no, there is no object. Sorry, there is no object.
So waar?
Word deur.
Daar, nee, daar is in the place of the word if there's no object.
Oh. Okay.
Daar word daar, and now deur,
Die man gehardloop.
baie mooi. Waar word daar deur die man gehardloop? Pragtig. Okay, why does it not want to? Oh. Waar word daar deur die man gehardloop? Okay. As I said, any other question that's not in the present tense, you are going to keep the first two words and only do the swapping of the object and the subject after that. Okay. Daar's nog 'n voorbeeld. Hoekom leer die meisie nie haar werk nie? Hoekom? And because that's a proper verb, which is leer, I will have to substitute word in there. Hoekom word haar werk deur die meisie geleer? Question mark. Okay. Now, command sentences consisting of mainly a verb or an action. It looks difficult, especially if you see it on an exam paper, but it's actually the easiest of them all. So, eet daar, because there's no object, né? Daar moet, why moet? Because it's a command. Daar moet geëet word. Sing daar, because there's no object, moet, because it's a bevelsin, gesing word. Slaap, Darby, slaap. Is Darby weg? Okay, slaap. Someone slaap.
I'll try.
Okay.
Daar moet geslaap word.
Mooi. Daar moet geslaap word. Okay. The only question word that is funny is wie. Because wie changed to deur wie. And in English, it's exactly the same. In English, we say by whom. We don't say who, we say by whom. Ne? Is that correct in my broken English? So whenever you find the word wie, we're going to change it to deur wie. Wie lig die gewig op? As soon as there's a proper verb in the front, it means that this sentence is in the present tense, and then word is going to be substituted here, and the proper verb is going to move to the back. Now, if you look at lig and op, you remember that like this is going to be a verb as well. So if lig is going to move to the back, dit is 'n skeybare werkwoord. You can see it there because it's got a preposition. It's a verb consisting of a preposition and a verb. Am I making sense? Am I making sense to you?
Yes.
Goed. Now, I already explained this to you. I'm just going to show you quickly. Waar sal die meisie rek? I keep my question word, I keep my verb one, and then I'm going to do my swapping after that. If there's not an object, I'm going to use daar, and then it's going to end with a word. So if I go back to the beginning again, I don't want to lose my place here, but let's quickly, I want to show you. Oopsie. So if I look at a sentence in the future tense, and remember all the sentences with verb one, auxiliary verb or helping verb, all of them use the formula for the future tense. So in the future tense, word is going to be at the back. So teenwoordige tyd, word is in the front. In the future tense, word is at the back, and then the past tense, the ironic one, where we change had to is, also doesn't fit in with the rest of them because it also doesn't have a word. Okay. Now I need to find my place again. We're almost done. I know you are eager for me to stop. Is ons daar amper klaar? Okay. So question word, auxiliary verb, and then the rest of the formula. Auxiliary verb indicating that I'm going to use the future tense formula. And now just here to show you that if I have a question and it starts with het, I'm still going to change it to is. I always change het to is in the leidende vorm. And then the opposite is also true. When I have to write bedrijvende vorm, and you're going to do it once in a while, they ask that. But then you're going to reverse the whole process. So then I'm going to, whenever I see the word is, I will know that I have to change it back to het. And I'm going to stop here now. Thank you so much.
Dankie mevrou.
Thank you, mevrouw.
Good day.
Moeilijk.
Dankie mevrou.
Thank you.
It's easy, eh?